silly little squirrels that run across my brain. All right, we are recording. We're going to get started. Hello, everybody, and welcome to April's team meeting. Super excited about this. I decided that team meetings are not my favorite when they're not at my house, because I really like to see everybody. But unfortunately, a lot of you people live like really far away. And although I'm sure you'd love to come to sunny Florida, because geez, Janelle, you're in like sweatshirts and I'm in sleeveless, and my fan I just turned the fan off. So I decided we need to have a little more fun today. So, hey, Allison, one of the things we're going to do is we're going to be giving away prizes tonight. So pay attention. We're going to give away all kinds of prizes. So welcome again to April team meeting. Let's see, on this direct to call, we have Vivian, Margot, Janelle, Allison, Michelle. I think that's it for our directors right now. Welcome, guys. We're so glad that you're here with us. And last month, we had 45 new consultants in the month of March. Hello, can we have a big hand here? You guys did an amazing job. Five what? This month.
You said you wanted a big hand. I'm giving you a big
All right, fine. I thought you were giving me a high five or something. All right, and so anybody that's a new consultant that's on this call right now, okay, we're going to give a prize to. We're going to put your name in the drawing and we're going to pick a prize. So in the chat box, if you would go ahead and just pop your name. Margot is kind enough to take the names for me, and we will pick a winner and we'll send out a prize. Okay, so if you're a new consultant, and let's see, I see one, I see two. Do I see just two? Any more new consultants? So go ahead and put that in. Anybody who joined in the month of March or April. All right, and that being said, we had an incredible March. I mean, obviously it started off really, really, really good, but you know what? It ended really, really, really good. So we had our sales were 120,120. That's amazing. That's our second highest. The only other highest month was November. So that's really super awesome. You guys did a great job. And like I said, 45 new recruits. Now, the $19.80 kit, yay, it's awesome. It's wonderful. But not everybody joined for the $19.80 either. You know, you'd be surprised. And again, it's good until the 15th of this month. So it's not the absolute end. So we did have a recruiting bonus that I put out that we're doing every month. And here's how the recruiting bonus works for any of you who have not been on any of the calls. I have this little, hold on, here it is. I have my little, it's a Santa Claus. I love Santa. And I put $2 in for every new recruit, $1 in if I recruited them, $2 if you recruited them. And at the end of the month, with the 45 new recruits, I had recruited 4. So the total was $86. And we picked a winner. I put everybody's name who had recruited into a jar. And Miss Tammy won the $86. So we sent that out to her. Congratulations. We're already at 9 recruits this month. So that's already at $18. Yay. And then this one over here is our quarter one. This is our charity. You notice it's all Christmas. What can I say? So this one, I actually found 45 quarters. And the quarters in every time we recruit somebody new, I put a quarter in here. And at the end of the year, we'll get together and we'll pick a charity and we'll donate that money to a charity. Okay? So let's see. So we're already at $16. And with that being said, I'd like to take a minute and introduce Miss Cindy. Cindy is one of the most amazing women I've ever met in my life. She's, if you can even possibly believe this, those of you who know me, I think I'm pretty outgoing. Cindy's got me beat 100 times over. There's no question about it. But the thing with Cindy, and this is the God honest truth, guys, everything about her is honest and real and sincere. And she is an absolute fabulous person. And I'm super excited that she decided to join our team. And you want to know why she joined, what she loves about our team? Our website. She says our website is super, super easy. Her goal was to do $1,500 in the month of March. She closed her first party with $1,533. which means in her first month, she got the egg cooker, the 8-inch saute pan, uh, the air fryer, and not to mention a commission on all of that. And oh, wait, by the way, she recruited somebody this week. So Cindy's just going to say hello and talk a little bit.
Oh, I'm not very technical, but anyway, I was going to just talk and I looked up and I was like, yeah, I guess I'm muted. Well, I just kind of Kathy wanted me to kind of tell you what I did or what I think. Today is my 13th day in the business, and gotta say, it's amazing. It's totally amazing. It's not something I ever thought I'd do. My husband was very excited and said, people will be staying home. Why don't you sell that stuff you like in the kitchen? Because everybody's going to be staying home. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know. And he was like, well, I do. And he came in, got on the computer and signed me up. So the next day, Kathy called me. I'm signed up. Thank you, dear. And Kathy calls me and we talked about a few things. So I just wrote down a few things about what I've done, and I'm going to go through them very quickly, but I do have them printed out if you wanted a copy of it. So the first thing I did was, Tripp did, was decide exactly what we wanted. He decided we wanted to do this for the trial period that the company allowed for the $19.80, because literally, what does your client have to lose? I mean, there's nothing to lose. There's no reason in the next 2 days that you can't tell 50 people. Now, all of them aren't going to say yes, of course. But anyway, so you have to make your goal big. So I made my goal 1,500 for my first show. And I thought that was pretty big. So, and I want to be specific. You know, I wanted to be specific about my goal. So I wanted to decide whether I wanted a new bike or whether I wanted to pay the rent or what I wanted to do. And then I decided just to jump right in. So I think we started my show the very next day or the day after. I don't know, because it's only been 13 days. So it's over and already submitted. And then I decided, what can I gain from this goal? What am I going to gain from doing this? And, you know, we already decided there's nothing to lose. So what was there to gain? This was the second thing I asked myself. And I wanted to visualize what I could gain. So what I could gain was I wanted to help my husband pay our HOA fee. We live in a nice community, but our HOA fee is $963 a month, which I think is pretty high. And so I want to help him with half of that. So I visualized in my head what it would feel like to help him, to actually be giving him that money in his hand from my Pampered Chef business. And so I wanted to ease his burden. And then the third thing I did was I got some books out and decided to write it down. Because in the Bible it talks about, oh, hey, Sherry, there's my girl right there. Hi. Anyway, I decided to write it down. You know, what is it I'm going to do so that I don't just say it and not do it, because it has to be written down. So I have a little book. It's called Working from the Heart, and it comes from Eileen Meckley, who is a personal trainer for this kind of business. So I took that book and I began to write everything down. And then you have to share it. So then I shared it with Kathy, because she's going to be like an accountability person for me to say, this is what I want to do. And I told her, I didn't want to tell her about that 1,500 because I wasn't really sure I would make it. But I told her anyway, because when you tell someone, it's more real that you want to reach that goal. Because otherwise I could have just gone, oh, 1,100 is okay, let's just close it. But I had a goal of 15, so I did it. Next, you set a deadline, and that's easy because your computer tells you what your deadline is. There isn't no wishy-washy thing going on. It says the show opens, the show closes. I'm like, hallelujah, praise the Lord. That is a great thing, because then you're on a time schedule, you're getting everything done, and what it does is it brings a strong, systematic, Pampered Chef business momentum, because you know exactly your timetable. If you're thinking about starting these virtual shows on Monday and ending them on Friday, I now work weekly instead of monthly. And for somebody with a brain like mine, I am scattered. I am not an organized person. I'm a scattered person. And the only person that knows is Sherry. She really knows, but I'm scattered. If I don't have something written down. So weekly, this website allows you to do your work weekly and put it into perspective and then reach your goals. It's wonderful. It really is wonderful. So then I've already gotten everything, the thing is too, that if you're a failure, like what if I didn't sponsor my one person, recruit my one person? And what if I didn't have my $1,500 show, which were my goals? It wouldn't mean I'm a failure. It would just mean I need to tweak my goals a moment. I need to say, okay, I didn't reach it in my first 2 weeks, which was my goal. I'm going to give myself one more week. And then I have to analyze what I did or didn't do on my part to make those goals happen. So the next thing you do is you list everything that you're going to do, and you're going to break it down into incremental pieces. And, sometimes you have to list too the obstacles that you might face. And one of the obstacles that I might face was to be embarrassed in front of Kathy to tell her that I don't know how to turn on the computer on the different things that she does. She says share screen. I'm like, I don't know what the world that means, And one of the things I had to overcome was being embarrassed, in front of her. But you have to figure out what you have to overcome. Y'all are probably a lot more technical than I am because you've been doing this longer. But the fact is that people appear to be something that they're not from time to time, and overcoming those fears is really important. The next thing you have to do is figure out where you can find more information to learn what you need to learn. Kathy's great at telling me that, but now I'm starting to go on the website and everything seems to be there. It's just me having the initiative and the determination to read and listen to it all. So that's on my list. Some examples are like making lists of who you're going to call. So I have these lists here of the people I've asked to join the business. These people either have had said yes or no that are highlighted, and these are going to be invited to the next party next week. I'm already in my second party. My first party is 1,500. My second right now is 253 right now. So I'm working that one till Friday. And then I have a book like that. I keep my tickets. That's hard, just so you know, for me. Keeping how many tickets they have, Lord have mercy. I'm swinging back and forth. And then I have my desk copy of my book on hand so that if I have a customer who asks a question, I have customer service right in front of me. I want to be able to answer them immediately, and I know nothing other than I use it. I know nothing about detailed questions they're giving me. I do know from experience that you don't put the pizza thing under the broiler. I do know that.
And can I say, I just got an email. We have a new team member. That's Cindy's. So she's now at 2 recruits.
Oh, are you kidding? Did that man sign up?
R.T. Harris.
That's great.
So,
Wonderful.
Awesome job, Cindy. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. And by the way, for those of you who came on a little bit later, anybody that's a new consultant in the month of March or April, put your name in the chat because we are going to be drawing a winner from that. Okay. Cindy, thank you.
You're welcome.
You're amazing, my friend.
Thank you.
Okay.
What an honor. Thank you for letting me talk.
I'd let you talk anytime, honey. Real quickly, we're going to be doing a little bit of business here before we get into what I want to call the meat of it. First of all, national conference. For those of you who have gone to national conference, oh my God, it's the bomb. It's the best thing in the world. However, at this moment, we are not sure if that national conference this year is going to be virtual or we are actually going to go to Chicago. It will be held. It definitely will be held. We just don't know how it's going to be held. And I have to say that last week, the upper level directors did they called it Empower, and it was done virtual. We were supposed to fly to Chicago, and of course we didn't fly to Chicago. So it was virtual, and it was amazing. They still did a great job. For those of you who are on it, you're going to agree with me, right? They still did a great job. So do not feel that national conference will not be held. We just don't know how it's going to be held. A couple of things about shipping and back orders. You can always go into Stir, and when you go into Stir, there is a product alert. So you can go in and check, and it tells you which ones are on back order. It tells you about how some things are going to be on stop sell starting this month. So that's information you guys can go and you can grab. April host benefits. Who wants to unmute themselves and tell us the amazing April host benefits? Hello? I know somebody. Lisa, you're nominated.
Thank you so much, Kathy.
You're so welcome.
The April host benefits are phenomenal. When your party qualifies at $200, in addition to your $20 in free products, you get an extra $50. So that makes a total of $70, and that just increases, of course, as your show increases. And then once you hit 650, instead of the $50, you get 100 extra. I just had I'm closing a show tonight at $1,000. She got $315 in free product.
Yay! Very. I think Cindy ended up with $390 in free product for her.
Isn't that crazy? It's crazy.
It's insane. It's nuts. Absolutely.
Yep.
Our company. Thank you, Lisa.
You're welcome.
Our company is standing behind us 100% of the way during this time. Okay, they are offering us so much, and this $200. I mean, what is $200? Holy smokes! It's like nothing. So that is the craziness that they're offering us. So let me ask you: are you reaching out to your customers? How are you reaching out to your customers? Are you just reaching out and saying, "Hey, I've got a great special. Do you want to host a show?" Because guys, that's not going to work. When you say to somebody, do you want to host a party? Will you hold a party for me? Will you book a party for me? They think they have to plan a wedding, and they don't want any part of it. So it's all really important in the way that you say it. Okay? Let's see. We've got somebody we got to mute here. Who's not muted? Let's mute everybody. Can you guys mute yourself? Okay. So the most important thing to do is building a relationship. Obviously, we're all virtual. Now, whether or not you're doing Squee or you're doing Facebook or you're doing Messenger or you're doing text, whatever you're doing, it's all about building a relationship. So when you're just reaching out to somebody that you haven't talked to in 6 months and saying, oh, will you book a party? Let me tell you something, friend, that's not going to work. Okay. So let me just give you, I can put this out there. I know I've sent to quite a few people, but I'm more than welcome to. So how about trying this? Hi, Susie. I hope that you're doing well and your family is safe, as these are certainly scary times. I was wondering if you'd consider helping me. Having a small business during this time can be challenging. Since everyone will be cooking more at home for the coming weeks, your family and friends will need help with prepping meals, recipes, and most of all, a distraction with a little bit of fun. Would you consider hosting an online fun party? Your support would mean the world to me. So again, you're just reaching out and just being personal, not just book a party. The other one is, hey, Sarah, I have something that may interest you. Want the scoop? So with all this craziness going on, I'm offering a cabin fever virtual parties. It's for everyone who needs to escape all the chaos with their friends and just have fun over the week with some great recipes to use that food that's in the pantry, see some great new products, have some fun, especially some gains and some laughs. I'm getting a great response from folks already. Post okay if you want to get in on this. So if you'd like me to, I can post those words to you. But, just go ahead and just think about what you say before you reach out to people. So let's talk about bookings. Are we ready? We have a booking blitz going on.
Yes.
Yay! Congratulations. Let's get into this. Has everybody seen the booking blitz that's going on this week? Okay. We're throwing baseballs at one another. What's a booking blitz? It's a concentrated effort for a short period of time. It means you're just putting your blinders on, just like a horsey here. You're paying attention to a very short period of time. And where do you start? So the first thing I want you to do is look at your calendar and say to yourself, because you want your calendar full for the next 30, 60, and 90 days. And what you do today is going to affect your next 30, 60, and 90 days. So there's two important parts to your parties. There's quality and quantity. Okay, so let's talk about quantity. If you have two parties, okay, and those two parties, you only have 10 people coming, you're only in front of 20 people. Even if you get a great relationship with every one of those 20 people, you'll be lucky if you can book one party from that, maybe two. And you know how it goes. If you book one party from a show, all you're doing is sustaining your business. You need to book two parties in order for your business to grow. So you need to look at the number of people that are attending your parties. It's very important to partner with your host and make sure that she's getting at least 30 people in there. Okay. And the other thing is quality. Let's talk about the quality. Is your messaging good? Are your shows fun? Are you having a good time? Is it salesy or is it top notch? There's a huge difference. When you I mean, how many of you get phone calls every day? I do have to say that since this virus is going on, I don't get 6 phone calls at 5 o'clock at night anymore. Isn't that weird? But I used to every night, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. I don't even talk to these people because they're salesy. You do not want people to feel that way about you. You don't want to be salesy. You want to build a relationship. And on that relationship, that's where your party is going to go. Okay, so let's talk about your goals. I'm going to use my goal, okay, because this is a goal I set for myself at the beginning of the year. My goal was to do $6,000 a month in sales. I started the year out really great. I did $6,000 in January and February. March was a little difficult for me. And in April, I will admit I'm working on it, okay? But let me back into that goal. All right, we're doing virtual parties now. It's not like cooking shows. So if I want to do $6,000 a month, my average shows, if my virtual parties are only 500, okay, that means I have to do 12 parties in a month. Now, do I just book 12 parties? Oh no, you don't want to book 12 parties. I want to book at least 14 parties because I guarantee you at least one of those are going to flop. One of those are going to drop, at least one. So if I want to get to that $6,000 in a month, I need to have 14 parties. And you can run 4 parties a week if you start them on Sunday and end them on Friday. It's easy to do. It's really not all that hard. So the next question is, how many people do I have to reach out to in order to get those 12 parties? If I'm going to be real generous here and say, if I reach out to 7 people, out of those 7 people, maybe 1 will book. So that means I have to reach out to 112 people. Do not panic. That's not the end of the world. But just before I got on this phone call, I was going back and I ran a report on my past hostesses. And I'm going to go and I'm going to touch base with each one of them. Now, for those of you who haven't been in the business as long as I have, also your goal might not be 6,000. If your goal is, let's make it small. If your goal is just 500 a month, then you don't have to reach out to 112 people. So whatever your goal is, you need to start with a goal. Honest to God, guys, I know you've heard this 1,000 times. If you don't have a goal, you have no place to go. It all starts with a goal. Okay? So that means I need to make about 28 contacts a day. I'll be doing that first thing tomorrow, even though I know our Book and Blitz doesn't start. Sorry. Until Thursday, I'm going to start doing it tomorrow. So we have a couple of leads. You have, gosh, I should have grabbed water. You have a cold lead. Cold lead is those people you have not talked to in 6 months. Guys, you do not want to go to these people and say, oh my gosh, I'm super excited. Let's book a party this month. You want to build a relationship. You want to look at that person and you want to look and see when you talked to them last 6 months ago and they ordered a pizza stone. You want to reach out to them and you want to say, oh my gosh, are you enjoying your pizza stone? I want to tell you that last night I made a dessert pizza. Can I send you a recipe for your pizza stone? Okay. Now, personally, the large bar pan is my favorite. And last night I did, I chopped up potatoes and I chopped up butternut squash. I threw it in a bag with a tablespoon of olive oil, salt and pepper, and I roasted it in the oven at 400 degrees for an hour. They were to die for. Okay. That would be the type of thing that I would reach out to people. Once you've reached out to them and you've started a conversation, then you can talk to them about the specials. Your warm leads are obviously people that, that you talk to on a regular basis. Maybe they're part of your Facebook group or whatever. Those are your warm leads, a little bit easier to contact. For your cold leads, or for people who might have said, no, they're not interested right now. Number one, you want to say, does that mean no, not now, or no, not ever? May I contact you in the future? Don't be afraid of no. No is okay. We should go for the no. And if they say no, then offer them, gosh, would you like to join my VIP group? I just posted that with some information and some recipes and things like that. Here's the link to my VIP group if you'd like to join that. Okay. Or send them a recipe, but always end with, thank you very much. Or the most important thing is to always, always end with a question. No, not now. No, not ever. Would you like to join my group? Is there anything else I can help you with? Would you like a recipe? Because if you don't end with a question, then they're not going to answer you because you didn't ask them a question. So why should they respond to you, right? And here's the thing. When you do ask, make it short and sweet. Don't make them scroll. I'm going to tell you right now, if you send me an email and it's 3 paragraphs long, as sure as there is a God in heaven and a devil in hell, I'll never get to the 3rd paragraph. My April tells me I have adult ADHD. Whatever it is, I just like scroll. I read one word. It doesn't interest me. And I just go on. I'm sorry. I apologize. I have many faults. Those are one of them. Make it short and sweet, guys. That's what's really important. So all you have to do is, I'm super excited about my new theme party. You don't have to tell them what that theme party is. Just tell them I'm super excited about that new theme party, or I'm super excited about a live party. Would you like to know more about it? I'm super excited about this cooking class I've been doing lately. Would you like to know more about it? Short and sweet. If you're going to tell them, do not tell them when you tell them about the host benefit. Do not go in and tell them the half price item, the $50. Just tell them there's an awesome special going on in April. Would you like to know more about it? Short and sweet. Okay, so who are you going to ask? He's making a list. He's checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Make a list, guys. You got to start with a list. If you don't start with a list, you saw Cindy. Cindy had 2 lists. I tell every single one of my new consultants to make 2 lists. The first list is who they're going to contact. The second list is who do you know that would be interested in joining the business opportunity with you. 2 lists. But right now we're talking about booking. So make a booking list. Okay, your past host. Look at your, I love people who say to me, I don't have any friends. Really? Can you open your phone and look at your phone contacts? How about this? Can you look at Facebook and see how many Facebook friends you have? How about a chicken list? Anybody got a chicken list? I was in business 6 months and my daughter said to me, Mom, why hasn't Lori Polito done your show yet? I said, I never asked. Why haven't you asked? I don't know. She's my best friend. She's my best friend. Ma, get on the phone. Lori did a show within my first 6 months, and it was one of my best shows I ever had. It's a chicken list, guys. If you've got a chicken list, those are the people you want to be calling. Who else did we have? So those are some of the people you want to call. And remember to create a plan for what you're going to say when they say no. Again, thanks very much. Does that mean no, not now, or no, not ever? Would you like a recipe? Would you like to join my Facebook group? Always end with a question, okay? Our Book and Blitz is starting today. This post today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. And then the Blitz will run on Thursday and Friday. We'll be given prizes. For every 10 bookings, 1 prize will be drawn. So this is the time to fill your calendar, guys. Let me tell you something. Everyone has to eat. Everyone has to cook. I don't care how much money they have. No one is ordering DoorDash 3 times a day. Not even my son. Amazingly enough. I can't believe it. And people are bored. They're bored out of their mind. So it's really, they need something to have a little bit of fun. So this is where you're going to go into the chat. And I want you to put your goal of how many shows you plan on booking during this booking blitz. And again, we will pick up a prize. We'll pick a name and we'll give out a prize. So there's 2 people. Number 1, if you're new, 2 prizes so far. If you're new, put your name in there. And now put your goal in. All right. Now, the recruiting promotion, we've already talked about it, but real quick, remember, you know that old saying, it's not over till the fat lady sings? We have 2 more days, guys. You can still reach out. I know we have a book and blitz going on, but this is still an amazing opportunity. Honest to goodness, $19.80 is 2 cups of coffee at Starbucks. What do they have to lose? Their website is free for 120 days. They have nothing in the world to lose. So make sure that you're reaching out there and contact everybody. Think about it for a minute. You've got hairdressers that are out of work. How about you? When was the last time you had a pedicure or a manicure? They're out of work. Your teachers are at home. I mean, but here's the thing, guys. People are home and they're bored, and there's plenty of people that you can reach out to and just ask them. All they can do is say no. Okay, I know that you've heard this 1,000 times, but when you go to a restaurant and your waitress says to you, do you want a cup of coffee? And you say no, and then she asks you if you have dessert, and you say no, you're not insulted. It's part of her job. You are definitely doing a kindness to everybody to invite them to join us at this time. So if you guys want to unmute, let's give away a prize. If you guys can give me some ideas on who else we can be contacting to recruit.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question.
The question is, who can you contact? What ideas do you have about who you can contact for recruiting to join your team?
Retail.
Oh, I'm going to hit up some more teachers that my husband's been working with.
Good one.
Kathy?
Yes.
Retail workers.
Oh, absolutely. Retail
Okay.
workers. That's a good one. Wait, I got to write these down. Right. So you got teachers and you got retail workers.
Yeah.
The grocery store clerk,
Who said that?
Joanne.
Okay, thanks, Joanne.
You're welcome.
How about waitresses and restaurant workers?
Yep. Who
That's
said that?
Katie.
Okay.
Joyful Heart.
Oh, thanks, Katie. Oh, Miss Katie's one of our new consultants too. Welcome, Miss Katie. Don't forget to put your name in there for drawing.
I did.
Okay, great. Absolutely. I mean, waitresses. I have been getting my food from Aldi's, and I just put an order in from Walmart. My husband, for those of you who know Jack's almost 79 years old, but he's really and truly an amazing person. He did 57 miles on his bike today, 79 years old, okay? But he wants to go to Walmart. I said, you're not going to Walmart. You're not bringing this home to me. So we ordered, through Walmart. I paid $9.95 ship. I don't care. It's $9.95. Oh my God, I'm not going out to eat. And you know what? When that person comes to my door, you better believe he's going to get a good tip because he's willing to come out and help me. So yes, those grocery people, absolutely.
Kathy, what is it with men? I live with my parents. My kids and I live with my parents, and my parents are 77. And my dad's the one sneaking out. I thought it would be my mom. No, it's my dad. What is it with the men?
They think, hello, they're men. They think they're invincible.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Okay, so
He wanted to order food in, and I said, no, we're not even ordering from restaurants. I had to get my mom to order, and she goes, no, Katie won't let me.
Well, my daughter lives around the corner, and honestly, my children think I'm elderly, so I take offense to this because yes, I might be 69, but I do not consider myself elderly, and nor do I consider Jack elderly. He's 79. How many of you people can do 57 miles on a bicycle today? I don't think so. Anyway, squirrels. But she will not even come into my house because her husband works for the city, and even though he's not there all the time, he's at the city once in a while, and she feels that she will bring it into our home. So
Kathy, you tell her you're a queen ager.
I like it. I'm a queen, all right. All right. Anybody else got any more? I've got Lisa, Joanne, Yvette, and Katie. Somebody said something. Anybody? All right. So we've got 4 people there. So we've got a prize there. All right. So those are ideas, guys. You want to reach out to everybody. You got 2 more days. Have you ever heard of the Pompadora? The Pompadora means that you take a timer. Oops, there's my timer. Oh, hold on, I just set it. You take a timer, set it for 25 minutes. You turn your phone off, you put some headphones on, and you spend 25 minutes where you're totally and completely concentrating on your job, on one thing. If you did that for 25 minutes on recruiting, you'd be surprised. Now make sure you have your list ahead of time, because making your list does not include the 25 minutes. And make those phone calls, make those text messages. You guys live in a world of text messaging, and that is so much more effective than emails Nobody answers their emails anymore. One more thing. We've had 45 new members last month and 9 new members this month.
Yeah.
We have a getting started boot camp that's out there. But please put your new members into it. Even though with some of the things that we've done, they're always there so they can go back and they can check. And we're going to post something every single week. Next week, we're going to do something on, Vivian is going to be kind enough to talk to us about selling products in a virtual party. Okay, because a lot of times, do we know everything there is to know? Are we being informative? Are we giving them everything that they need to know about a product? So Vivian's going to talk about that next week. So go ahead and put them get them into the Getting Started boot camp. Also remind them before you've even had your first phone call with them, go to Dash. Dash is super amazing, guys. It's got so much great information on it. So let's see. We've had a few prizes. Do you want to give out another prize? Do we want another prize? Anybody with me? Nobody saying yes? Nobody wants a prize? Oh, Cindy does.
Prizes
Okay.
are wonderful.
There we go. Thank you. Okay. How many of you have gone to Dash?
I have, Katie.
All right. So those of you who have gone to Dash, go ahead and put.
I have.
Good job. Oh, Angela. Hi, darling. Go ahead and put Dash in the chat. Poor Margot's going to be keeping score on all this. The poor thing. She said she'd do something for me. I'm not quite sure she realized how much it was going to be. But we will pull prizes, and you guys, when I'm not quite sure how I'm going to get to the post office, but I'll figure that out. I'll get prizes. When we pick the name, I'll get your address and we'll send out a prize. Okay, so one other thing. I just want to talk about one other real fun thing. How many have seen the April sales promotion? Somebody tell me.
Yes.
Vivian, I'll let you speak.
Oh, there's Portia.
There we go. We have 2 5.5-inch cast iron skillets.
They're super cool.
Really
Anybody-
excited.
I know. Does anybody have any recipes for them? Yeah. Any ideas?
Dutch baby, of course, skillet cookies, cornbread.
I was going to say
mac and
cookies.
cheese. Yeah.
Cobblers.
Oh,
Crumble.
individual cobblers.
Yeah.
Oh, one of my customers posted a picture of a peach cobbler. Oh, one of my favorites.
Frittatas.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I hadn't thought about that one. All right, so
I eat a lot of eggs.
on this whole 30 thing, I have to eat eggs for breakfast, and quite frankly, it makes me gag. All I want to have is my Greek yogurt with my honey and my nuts. That's all I want. And every day I eat these eggs, I try and find something different I can do with them. But I only have 8 more days that I can have a glass of wine. Not that I'm a wino. One other thing, I'm going to be doing a Facebook party class later on this month. I have to spend a little bit of time getting it set up, but you'll see it posted. So make sure that you look for that. The booking blitz again is today, tomorrow, the rest of the week, and we've been giving prizes. Is there anything that I forgot, girls, directors, ladies? No. Look at that. I didn't even keep you a whole hour. Super cool, huh? Well, thanks so much for joining us. We're going to go back through the chat and pick all our winners, and I will post the winners' names, and I'll get some prizes out this week. One of the things I ordered from the post office, from Walmart, was envelope, so I can mail out some prizes. So thanks for joining us, guys. I appreciate it. Stay safe. Stay at home. Don't listen to the husbands. What do they know? Seriously. And we'll see you next month. Or we'll see you this week on the Book and Blitz.